All right, our top focus is sour. Ahead of Prime Minister Mark Carney's visit to the country, India, Canadian officials in a technical briefing have said that it no longer believes in India's purported link to violent crimes in the country. In fact, this marks a significant shift in tone and positive development in bilateral ties between India and Canada. Prime Minister Mark Carney begins a 9-day visit to India starting today as part of his Indo-Pacific outreach, which includes Australia and Japan, where he will be headed next. In India, Mark Carney is scheduled to make stops in Mumbai and New Delhi for talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. During a press briefing ahead of Carney's trip, senior government officials even said that Canada and India are poised to significantly boost bilateral trade, citing vast untapped potential in the fields of energy, infrastructure and critical minerals. The officials also underscored continued diplomatic engagement between the two countries while indicating that Ottawa does not currently see ongoing foreign meddling or violent activity tied to India. This marks a sharp departure from allegations that were made in June last year when authorities from the Canadian Security Intel Services had accused India of being one of the main perpetrators of foreign interference and espionage in Canada. Carney's high-profile trip is also being framed as part of Ottawa's push for more pragmatic foreign policy and strong economic ties with India, and potentially a reset in bilateral ties and relations between the two countries that had nosedived sharply after the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a pro-Khalistan Canadian Sikh leader, in June of 2023. In fact, months later, the then Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had claimed what he called credible evidence linking agents to the Indian government to Nijjar's killing, an allegation that India has strongly denied. After years of strained ties between India and Canada, Carney's visit is expected to test whether the two countries can actually move beyond a fractured past and usher in a new chapter in bilateral cooperation. Well, getting us more details on Carney's visit to India is our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, who sent us this report from Ottawa.
The Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney's India visit is seen as a key milestone in terms of the ongoing reset between India and Canada, a process started last year when the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi had visited Canada for the G7 Canada Summit. Now, during the visit, expect announcements and push for more trade between the two countries. Both sides are planning to increase the trading relationship, in fact, double the trade. Also focus on energy with key focus on the uranium deal and also university connect between the two sides. Now, we know that the chill of the past clearly has gone. The big focus remains on carrying forward the momentum and making sure that the relationship is elevated. Siddhant Sibal for WION in Canada.